Hello everybody and welcome back to Sandy Bay. So we kick off today's episode with this episode's shout out, and today's shout out is quite a special one. This is from PJ and it says, I suffer with mental illnesses and play FS19 as a way to help cope with them. When my PC broke I watched your videos to help me, and it's not an exaggeration to say you have saved my life. Wow. Thank you, and thank you for putting all the content you have and all the content you still do. Keep up the brilliant work and the amazing survival roleplay. Yeah, so a comment like that is obviously a real eye-opener. It's very special. So thank you, PJ, for your kind words, and obviously the best of luck to you in the future. Stay strong, stay healthy, and I'm so pleased that you've managed to find something within these videos to help you along. So, yeah, PJ, very, very special comment. Anyway, today we must move on. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be working over in what was the alfalfa field. It's over here. We actually did plough it a couple of episodes back. It does need to be worked down a bit more though. I would like to get a top down. I can't afford one, they're like £70,000, but we can hopefully afford to rent one very soon. Obviously we do have plenty of rye in storage, so we're going to get some of that sold today. Just going very quickly back to that comment, I know that he did mention the amazing survival roleplay. Yes, as I said in yesterday's video, some people interpreted it as the last ever survival roleplay video, as in ever, but no, it was just the end of series 2, so I want to make that really clear. I guess I should have made it clearer in the actual video, in the final episode, but I try and not break from the roleplay. So yeah, series 3 is coming soon. Anyway, yeah, over here we should have a bucket. I think I did leave it in the rye barn because that would be the obvious place to leave it. I changed the capacity of it. Yep, here we go. Although thinking about it, I probably could have pushed it up a little bit further. I set it to 3,800, but I think 4,500 could have been acceptable. So we're going to get the JCB. It's just around the corner here. It's always good to use this tractor because we are going to do some road work. Now I could, the game would let me if I wanted to, I could use that drill straight in the field. We don't have to cultivate it first. But as we are going for a sort of semi-realistic approach here, I think it would be a good idea to work the soil down because it is currently just a ploughed field. And although you can drill on top of a ploughed field, especially if the ground, well actually if the ground is loose, as in a very light soil type, it's not massively common, especially on a farm which is on clay or something. If you have clay soil, it's going to be quite tough, pretty much impossible to drill it I think. But yes, we are going to work it down, definitely. Put that there. Very quickly load this up. I don't know how long it's going to take. I don't even know how much I've got here. I can't remember how many loads I tipped, but I think it was about 3. I think it was about 3 trail loads. I could have been a bit further back looking at that. Oh well, it's fine. The only downside is it does still take a little while to empty because, yeah, as I've said, I've boosted the capacity of the bucket. But it was worth doing because it does take a while to load these trailers with a tractor's bucket. With a telehandler bucket it's not too bad. Anyway, I will keep this going until we have a full trailer load, then we'll go over to whichever sell point is offering the best price. But I think it only takes about 5 bucket loads. Is that going to do it? It is. So it was a few more than 5, not many more, probably about 8. You could calculate it if you wanted to. I wasn't counting, but all you need is the figure of a full bucket load and the total capacity of the trailer, so 3,790. And yeah, I think it's, what is it, 20 something litres, 27,000 litres. Yeah, 21,700. So the best place to take rye to. It is decreasing overall, but Western Shore Stores, I know where that is, that's fine, we'll go over there. It's a bit of a drive, but not a problem. Actually, what I could do is, because this is a fairly good tractor, to use the top-down with, I could just take this over to that field when we've tipped it, then rent it, and then use the top down. The only problem is, I think it is about £3,500 to rent, so I don't really want to just rent it for one field. That would be a bit crazy. We could do a long-term rent. I'll have to take a look at what the daily fee is. Oh yes, and this tractor's going to need some diesel soon. It should be okay for today. We've still got over a quarter of a tank. Absolutely no idea what it's going to be. Usually about £20,000. 22. 23. 23,974. Well, that's good. We do still have some rye left, so can't complain. We also have quite a few silage bales, and they're going to be worth a lot of money. But we're not going to sell them yet, only if we become desperate, because we need them really for the cows. But the cows don't need as many as we actually have. So before winter, I'm going to make some hay. I feel like it's going to be one of the next jobs, probably a job for this week. But definitely getting this top down. I want to get this field drilled, so I want to get the soil broken down a bit. Then we can get the drill in, and we can leave it for a while until we need a bit of fertiliser on there. So it does seem like a bit of an unusual approach, but that's because this field is a long way from the main farm. I'm just going to drop the trailer off here. We'll head down to the store, and we'll go and rent Valistad top down at a value of, I'm pretty sure it's £3,500. It's very expensive, but then again, as we all know, renting machinery in FS is unrealistically expensive. I really hope that the prices are adjusted for 21 or whatever it's going to be. I believe there is an FS coming out next year. I have no idea what it's going to be called. But I think the pricing which I sort of laid out for Survivor Roleplay is about right. Whenever I was leasing a machine, I would do it for about £100, £200 for the day, which is still pretty big money. It's about right. I think £200 for an implement a day, if it's not a machine with an engine, if it's just like a cultivator or something, seems like a fairly good price. But whereas with this, let's just take a look. £3,519 as an initial leasing fee, plus a daily cost of £690 and an hourly cost of £14.49. Wow, that's expensive. Okay, well there we go. If leasing something was really that expensive in real life, I think everybody would be doing it, because it's just crazy money. Crazy. You could be rich in no time just from renting out machinery. I'm sure there is plenty of money in renting out machinery, but not quite as much as that. £1,500 per hour, and not only that, you get the beautiful daily fee as well. Okay, right. What we'll probably do is, when we've harvested this field for the second time, so the crop which we're about to put in, when we've harvested that, we'll most likely sell this field and buy one closer to the main farmyard. As you can see, it's still glistening in the sunlight because it's been covered with slurry. Good application. Which is, of course, another reason why we should cultivate it, to get that worked in. It doesn't really look like a seed bed the way it currently is. You just, as I said, you can do, but you really shouldn't. You shouldn't just put seed into that. So this is much better. The finished product, yeah, that looks a bit slimy. Beautiful. Good. That's exactly what we're looking for. So I know we are paying for a decent machine. This is a good cultivator, or a disc harrow. And it is obviously new. But yeah, the bank account doesn't approve of those kind of fees. I'd love to buy it. As soon as we can afford it, we can get something like this, but it probably won't be one which is quite as expensive. My plan is to drill this today. I think it'd be good to. As for the crop type, I don't really know at this stage. I'm just thinking what would be best. We've just had alfalfa, so probably something fairly simple. Canola, I think that'd be a good one to go for. I forget what, I think I actually did put canola in the other field. If I did do, then it's probably a good thing. If we could just have a massive, yes I did. So for number 1 is canola, yeah, we could just have a massive bank account balance boost by having a very expensive crop. Very high value. We've got a bit of wheel slip, but it's fine. It's doing okay. So I'll continue and we'll get this all worked down into a really nice seed bed. Then we can take the trailer back and we will bring back the drill. As for the top down, haven't decided yet if it's going to be a long-term lease or if we're just going to use it for today, but that would be a very high fee for one day. I think we'll keep it. Almost there. Just got the final piece to do. Yeah, it's about half the speed going uphill as it is down. It is a bit on the tractor's limit, but it's only a small piece of land, and this one is actually on a hill. I think the other fields are pretty much level. I think the number 1 is on a bit of a slope, but nothing drastic, nothing like this. It's fairly flat, except for that lower piece where those poles are. I have now decided what we're going to do with this machine on the back, with the top down. We're going to keep it on a long-term lease. I haven't done the calculations exactly, but wouldn't it be about 80 days, 80 daily fees to bring a total to the actual buying outright cost? I know you do have the hourly fee as well, but really, we're not going to be using it that much, so I don't think it would ever be worth buying it. Better just to keep it on lease. Okay, so there we go. Finished. It's good. What we're going to do is we are going to get that folded up, and we're going to get a worker to help us with the outstanding trailer, which we now have. We have a trailer over here which we don't need to have here, and it needs to be taken back. So I'm going to take this back. We're then going to return with the drill and another tractor with nothing on the back, so that we can, when we finish here, leave with the drill and with the trailer. I've got it all worked out. It would cost me a bit to get the worker to return it, but it's next to nothing. It's fine. So, that's all very good. Let's get some canola put in. I think probably the Massey Ferguson, if it's available, that'd be a perfectly good enough tractor for the job. Just to tow the trailer home. We will also have some milk soon as well. We've got the calves, they should be fine. I gave them milk and straw and stuff, I think they're good until tomorrow, so tomorrow we'll have to do some work there. But everything else is under control. I might as well put some diesel in. It's not going to run out today, but as we are getting lower, it'd be a good idea to just to get it topped up. I don't know what speed the police are doing, but they are going quite fast. I can't keep up. They don't even have their flashing lights on. Although, yeah, this is a 60 road, so fair enough. Okay, first of all, diesel. Cost me a few £100. Oops. Okay, 138. I didn't mean to do that though. Almost there. Okay, 342, so yeah, a bit of money. Quite a chunk of money. I'm not sure if that's been refilled before. It's on 8.6 hours. Is that the first tank? I think it might be. In which case, that's quite good. Okay, right, we'll put it in here. I don't think we need to unfold it, we can just... Well, at least I hope we don't have to unfold it, we can drop it down. Seems a bit unnecessary. Although, hydraulics do sink, don't they? I'm not too sure how well they hold themselves together. Right, okay, the drill. We've got the canola, we've got plenty of seed. All we need to do now is get another tractor. Massey Ferguson. Yeah, it's available. It's not really doing anything here. So that needs nothing on the back. We're just going to go empty. So if we ever do have any kind of money problems, we do have a number of things which we can get rid of. Silage bales, straw bales, rye, which I'm slowly getting through. We do have some milk as well. We do need to keep the majority of the milk for the calves, but we do have some surplus. So yeah, if we need to sell something, we can do. I hope that tractor gets out before that. No. Oh good. It's way ahead of me. Now I think this is going to be a much faster job than the cultivating, because this tractor's not going to have as much problem with this. It doesn't go as deep or anything, so yeah, we should be able to do it at a fairly decent speed. Three tail lights lit up, two tail lights lit up. Interesting. It actually does have 3 and 2. I would love to hear from somebody who knows the answer to that, the reason why. Why 3 on the left and 2 on the right? I've never noticed that before. Okay, yeah, so here we'll get things sorted out. I think probably when we have harvested both of these fields, come to think of it, do you mind? It's expensive machinery. Yeah, when we've harvested both, so this field and field number 1, I think we might get rid of both of those fields because they both have disadvantages. Field number 1 is the one with all those poles in, which is fine, but it does make it a bit more awkward. So I think I'm probably going to get rid of field number 1, and this one here is the field which is just too far away. Basically, it takes quite a bit of time to drive between them, so I'm going to invest in probably one better field. Let's just see what we've got here. Yeah, because that's worth £313,000. That's quite good. It's very good. Fence number 5 is tempting. I don't think there's any obstacles in there. And that's only 153. So we can do very well. We can do very well out of selling these two. Anyway, let's get this going. We don't really need lights on. I've just got lights on anyway. There we go. In goes the canola. And that is the seed bed that we were looking for. Beautiful. We have worked this field down so well. That's how we're kind of supposed to do it, but we don't have to do it that way. It's a lot of extra effort and money, but as this is the series where I think we should put a bit more effort in, it is worth doing. Okay, so it should be nice and easy. We should be able to keep this speed up quite well. We're doing 11 downhill, probably, I don't know, 7 or 8, 9 uphill, which is a vast improvement over 4, which was with the cultivator. But yeah, we'll get this completed, and then we'll head back over to the farm with everything, put stuff away, see how we're doing, and yeah, see if there is time to do something else. Off the top of my head, I don't think there's anything else that needs doing, although fertiliser is coming up very soon. And we are going to use that tank. I recently bought the fiberglass tank, and it has been updated, so you can now use the hose mod. Before I was attempting to do it, because I was attempting to fit hoses to it, because the screenshot showed that you could do on ModHub, but actually I don't think you could do at the time. It was updated very recently to allow you to do that, so I guess the screenshots were ahead of the time, predicting the future. So that'd be good. Yeah, it'd be very good to be able to properly use those hoses. Right, the birds are about. They're ready to eat my seed. Ugh, birds. Dreaded things. Although actually no, I like birds. What am I on about? Yes, talking from a farmer's point of view here, when the birds come and eat all your seed, it must be very frustrating. Okay, right, so we are pretty much done, we're just at the end here. We don't even consume much seed when we're doing this, it's brilliant. I think the most expensive thing is the fertiliser, which is why it's good to use the slurry to begin with. And yeah, I suppose if you look at it this way, we have spent money on the cultivator to work the slurry in, but then if we were to apply that fertiliser as like the, you know, the pelletised stuff, I can't remember how much it is, but that stuff is expensive. It wouldn't have been quite as much as the rental fee, but it would have still been a fairly substantial amount. So it just depends which way you look at it, but yeah, at the end of the day we now do have a disc harrow, so that's going to be really useful. Anyway, I'm going to put this one onto the follow me course behind this one, because this one is faster, so if I go in the slower one, we'll know that we can't lose the trail. The JCB is going to be restricted to the Massey Ferguson speed, which is 26. Bit of a shame it's not 32, but yeah, these just aren't 32. Dyna 6, I think? It is, yeah, Dyna 6. Although, having said that, I believe there are some 50k Dyna 6s. I think. But at the end of the day, it is just the drop nose tractor. It doesn't really need to go 50k. It's a tricky one, this junction. You can't really see that much because of the inside of the tractor cab. You can't lean forward. So it's a bit of a guessing game, really. It's all clear today though. It's usually a moped. Right, okay, so we'll put this tractor and the trailer in the shed ready to go. I would imagine at the beginning of the next episode we will sell another load of rye. It just seems to be a good thing to do at the beginning, and then we have a bit of money to keep us going. And as for the drill, well, back in the other shed I suppose. We'll just stop that there. That didn't stop, that's going to be in my way. Yeah, we'll do that first. Move this one first. And then I can attempt to reverse that into there. As I said, I'm not too bad at reversing normal trailers, it's just those dolly trailers. I should try and practice from first person view though. I'm not too sure if that mirror mod is available for 19. In 17 there was a mod which allowed you to adjust the mirrors, which is useful if you are wanting to play from first person, because yeah, as you can see, our mirrors are showing, well, that's showing down there, that's showing down there, so we can't use the mirrors. We're going to have to just look behind. There is a tractor in there. We'll go next to it. About there. There is a pillar as well, a division. Can we see that in the mirror? Nope. There it is. Okay, and then there's rye behind us, so we don't want to drive on the rye. Good. Well, that's all sorted. So, yeah, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video, and until next time, see you again very soon. Bye for now.